Hi, my name is Kimitina, and this screencast will show you how to create a Google Forms quiz and set it up with an answer key. So first, you need to log into your school Google account and go to Google Drive. And once you're in Google Drive, you're going to click on New and then select Google Forms from the list. And you will be in a new Google form. Now, the first thing that you should do is name your form. So for this example here, up at the top left corner, I'm going to click on it and type, let's just do demo quiz. And when I click off of it, the title of the form should have the same name, okay? So the next thing that you're gonna do, since you're gonna use this as a quiz, you wanna go over to the gear icon, which is the settings. And in the settings, you're gonna wanna go to the quizzes tab and turn on make this a quiz. Okay, and you can go through this part here. You can release the grade immediately to the students, or you can release them later after you manually review them. And you can check on or off any of these choices here for your students and then click save. Another thing that you're going to want to do is set your default settings. So that can be found in the three-dot menu. And you go down to Preferences. And this is going to allow you to always have the same settings on your form so that you don't have to always change the settings for every single question. So you may want to enable collect email addresses. You don't have to. You can make each question required, which I would normally leave on. And you can change your default point value for your quiz to, 2 or, 10, whatever you want. So for this example, I'll just leave it as 2. And I click Save. So now every time I insert a question, the question will be defaulted as a required question, and the default will be 2 points. Okay, so let me refresh my screen. All right, and another thing that you're going to want to do, all right, is you're going to want to go to the Response tab. And in the Response tab, you want to collect your responses from your students in a Google Sheet, which is a response sheet. So click on this green icon, and that's going to create a Google Sheet for you, all right? You're going to want to leave the default on to create a new spreadsheet. Just hit Create. The name of the spreadsheet is going to be the same name as your form quiz. So for this example, it's going to be called Demo Quiz Responses, and hit Create. And that spreadsheet will be created, and it will show each question, and there'll be responses in here from your students. So what I'm going to do right now is close this out, and I'm going to go back to the form and add some questions in here. So question 1 would be to enter your full name. All right, the question is required, so that's automatically on. It's part of the default. And I want to go into the answer key, okay, because this question, I'm not going to give them points if they put their name on here. So I'm going to change the point value to 0 and click Done. All right, and you want to make sure that you change the question type as well. So for this example, I'm going to make it short answer. I'm going to click the plus sign here to add another question. And we'll just put here, enter your team. And I can change this to be multiple choice. And I can put team A, team B, team C, team D. All right. Again, I'm going to click on answer key, and I'm going to take out the point value for that. So I'm going to put a 0 in there and hit Done. All right, and I'm going to hit the plus sign again to add another question. And I'm just going to say here, what is the capital of New Jersey? All right, and it's a multiple choice. That's fine. I'm going to give it some options. So I'm going to put some down in here. Okay, and now I need to go into the answer key. So I'm going to click on the answer key, and I'm actually going to pick which choice is the correct answer. And I want to accumulate point value now. So I'm going to leave that as 2 points, and I'm going to click done. All right, so I'm going to add another question. And let's just put here, what is the capital of New York? Again, it's multiple choice. So we're going to put you can put Queens. All right, I'm going to click on the answer key. Again, pick the right answer, check the point value, and click done. All right, now what I can do is I can copy this question if I wanted to. So right here, this icon will let me duplicate this question. So if I click on this, I can edit the question. So what is the capital of, let's just put Florida. And I'm going to put Orlando, Miami, and then Tallahassee. And spelled wrong. So I'm going to click on the answer key. I'm going to select Tallahassee, and I can give feedback of leave the point value here as 2 points. Now notice here it says add answer feedback. So I can actually give students feedback here. So if I wanted to, I can click on that. And for all of the incorrect answers that they select for this question, I can put a comment in here. And notice here I can add a link and I can add a video for the students to watch. So what I'm going to do is I am going to open up a new tab, and I am going to look for a capitals video. And let's see, capital states, state capitals it should be called. Okay, so I'm going to take this one. And what I'm going to do is I'm going to copy this link here. And I'm going to go back into the quiz form, and right in here, I can add the YouTube video. Okay, I could have searched for the YouTube video from here, or I can insert the URL and hit select. So now every time when the students select the wrong answer, okay, they're going to see this video. If they select the correct answer, I'm going to put great job, and I'm going to click save. Okay. So now we have our questions in there, and now I want to send this out to the students, or actually let me preview it first. So I'm going to click on the eyeball, and you can see here that this is exactly what my form will look like to the students, which is fine. You can jazzy it up a little bit if you would like. So if I wanted to add images in here, I can for New Jersey. So if I wanted to, I can click on insert image here, and I can look for New Jersey. And I can add that image right into my forms quiz. And you can see it adds it in. All right, I can align it if I wanted to. Right now, it's too big, so I'm going to resize it. Click and drag to make it a little smaller. All right, and I can align it in the center. So now the students can see what New Jersey looks like and hopefully get the right answer. I can also do that for New York and Florida as well. So now if I preview this, this is what it's going to look like, and the students will see the image in addition to the questions. So now what I want to do, and another thing that I can do to make it a little bit jazzy, is change the theme. So I can choose a different theme, and if I wanted to make it a little bit more attractive or, kinder on the eye, we can just add a theme here, and we can definitely see how it looks. So let me preview it, and here it looks a little bit better, okay? So now what I want to do is I want to send this out to the students. So I'm going to click the send button here, and I'm going to grab the link. I always shorten it, and I copy it. And I can take this link and post it into Google Classroom or an OnCourse Classroom assignment, and this will be a forms quiz. So let me show you what it looks like. I'm opening up a new tab. I paste the forms quiz into the address bar, and this is my quiz. So I'm going to enter in my email address. Actually, let me put in my test student. And I'm going to select the team. Now I'm going to answer the questions. And I'm going to click, let's just say Miami for Florida. And I'm going to click submit. And I'm going to view my score. And it tells me here I got 2 out of 6 points. And it tells me exactly what I got right, what I got wrong, and this question I got wrong as well. And here is my feedback. Please review your capitals, and here is the video attached to that feedback. So now the students can actually watch the video to see if they can find or listen for the right answer. Now, when the students are all done with that, you can go back in to the form, and notice here in the response tab, I have 1 entry, okay? Now this is viewing your responses in a Google form. The best thing that you can do is go into the response sheet. And in the response sheet, you're gonna actually see all of the students' responses right in here, okay? And you can see that on row 1, I have all of the questions. So this gets populated from the Google form. I can highlight this, I can manipulate this, I can make it a little bit more user-friendly on my eye so I can see things more clearly, all right? And if you have, 100 kids taking the same quiz, all of their responses will go right into this response sheet. It's a spreadsheet. And at this point, you can sort the columns. So you can sort the columns. So you'd have to hover over the column and click on the little down arrow here, and you can sort that sheet by, the full name or the team or the last name, whatever you wanted, and it will put it in that specific order. So this is a great, quick way to manipulate your data in a spreadsheet and actually see how your students did at the same time. I hope you found this screencast helpful.